Hello, hi, welcome to this brand new video. And this is going to be super interesting because we're going to be covering on a very interesting topic that is funnels. Okay, this is super awesome because this is where you build all those lovely landing pages and websites and you can make it live within no time. So let's go into the funnel builder. The moment you click on a funnel builder, and you'll see a lot of things improving over the period of time. So when you're watching this and you still feel that it's much better, that's the work that goes behind the development. So right now at this point of time, I'll show you the basic stuff of how you can download and how you can edit your landing pages. The first step, you'll see here folders, new funnel and templates. So basically we allow you to create multiple folders if you wish to. Let's say you want to do sales webinars, you can create one. Confirm. You want to like create another folder for maybe one-to-one funnel, and you click on confirm, or it could be even different companies as well. And straight up you can go here, and when you go to funnels you find a template library, or you can click from scratch and you can do that. So the easier way is definitely template library. So click on this, you'll find multiple landing page templates that's available here. So you can click on any one of them. You can select from any one of the templates. For instance, we have funnels. The moment you click on funnels, you can find different kinds of funnels here. You click on websites, you can see different websites. You click on link pages, you can see some and a lot more to add. If you're seeing more, then the whole process is the same. So let's click on funnels here. The basic one you could probably start is with a VSL funnel or probably a webinar funnel. So if you're picking up anything like, let's say, import 5-day challenge, the moment you import this, you can go back to your dashboard. You'll see that 5-day funnel has been ready here. So all you need to do is like click on this preview link. You can go have a look at the preview. Awesome, right? So this is like pre-built for you so that you don't have to create it from scratch. Okay, inspired from some of the top coaches and top people who are already in the industry. Okay, so let's go click on the edit page right now. Yes. So it's pretty simple, straightforward. I'll explain you what exactly the funnel builder looks like. So you can see a plus icon here. And when you click on this, this opens up the entire section here. Okay, I'll close it down. In between, you can see this is the desktop view, this is the tablet view, and this is the mobile view. And all the templates, whatever are pre-built and available right now for you to use, are completely optimized. Okay, and here you can upload it, but I think if you're pretty advanced in funnels, then you can do that as well. You can upload a HTML and CSS file and use it. And this is where the component outline is seen. See, now you can't see anything much. The moment I turn this on, you'll be able to see the sections very, very clearly. See that? The lines, how a page has been built. So when you build a page, there's a pattern to it. You see that it's built on basically sections, rows, and elements. Okay, all three things. I'll just come to that in a bit. I'll just show you what are the top option. This is the preview option. You can click on this. It shows what the page looks like. So that's a preview. This is delete. Do not click on that, because if you delete, the entire template gets deleted. If it's just a template, doesn't matter. But if you've already made some changes and by chance you click, it just gets deleted. Okay, this is undo, this is like redo, and this is like download template, and this is publish button. So if you make any changes, you need to hit the publish button so that all the changes have been done here. And on the right hand side, you can click on settings. You get multiple options to edit and do a lot of stuff. Okay, I hope it's very clear on the template library part. So all you can do right now is like click on some of the templates, go explore how it works, and see every single thing, information that's available there. Okay, so let's continue with the same video itself so that we don't really break the flow right now. So you understand what the template is. Now let's create a brand new page. Okay, because I don't want to edit this, I want to show you a lot of stuff from scratch. So I'm going to call this as probably home. I'm going to click on save. I create a brand new page, has no templates. It's just the canvas. You see that? And more or less all the options you know right now. So the first thing I'm going to touch upon is the left hand side. Click on this. Right now you can see section, rows, and elements. If you click on sections, you'll see a pop-up here with full width, wide, medium, and small. So what happens if you go click on full width? Okay, let's close this. Wide, medium, you see that? And the small. Now, if you go turn this on, you'll be able to check out the background of the page has been done here. Can you see that? It's of different sizes. So whenever you add, there's multiple sizes which you can see here. Full width. Okay, you can see that. Next wide. Next you have medium, and then you have the small. So just in case you want to add just a button here, you can click on this part. You can also go into the rows here. Now what are rows basically? So let's make this black so that you can see a lot more clear. Okay, I hope this is more clear. Okay, when you check out this, you can go click on the second part is the row, and under row you have one column, two column, three columns, four, five, six, and three, seven. So how does that work? Click on add row here, and if you go click on two columns, you see that there's two part that's available here. So what you can do here is you can click on element, you can go add maybe an image. Okay, you can go add here, let's say a text, headline, subheadline, paragraph, and then maybe you can add a button. Okay, I've been using this so that you can kind of like see the way it's much easier for me to use, because I've been using it the right way itself. Okay, you can also use this pretty simple, so you can kind of have your buttons and you can kind of have these which you can do from scratch. Okay, you can also turn this off and it shows pretty clearly. Okay, and now you can double click on this, you can go click on browse, and the moment you click on browse, let's say I'm going to click on this, you see there's like start your sas.io community. I click on save and the image comes in here. I want to change this text. It's pretty simple. I can go here on the right hand side, click on the text color. I can multi-select using shift. I can click on white here. Even if I want to change the button color, I can do it. I'll go a little deeper into that, but just to understand, you can do multiple rows here, right? Is that clear? Like sections you understood and rows you understood. Now let me also add up multiple rows here. So let's say I want to add four columns. I'm just going to drag and drop this here. And now what I can do here is I can add multiple things. I can add a text here. I can add a subheadline. I can probably add a video. You see that? And then probably I can add one image as well. Okay, all in one space. And the best part about the whole process is anything that you create here will be optimized automatically. See that? This is the mobile version where you can use it. This is the tablet version, so how it looks like. But you can always change it if you feel like you want to make it slightly bigger, smaller. It's completely optimizable. Okay, so you can make the changes in size as well. Okay, and if you go to mobile version, this is more important for you, right? So it completely realigns itself here and you can kind of edit this. Okay, hope you're clear with the section and the row part, right? Now let's go to the next part. Okay, let's say I'm going to like go here. Okay, let's delete this, delete the canvas. Let's click on this, let's make it black so that you can see very clearly. Now, along with this, we have some elements here. I want you to understand what are the elements. One is the text here. So I have headline, subheadline, and paragraph. So what is that? So let's go here. So let me just delete that so that I don't add directly. You can add directly as well, but I would prefer go with this. Go with the column inside, you see that? And then you can go with something like two rows. Okay, this becomes easy for you to manage and use it as well. So let's put in two rows here, right? So you can kind of use any element. You can kind of like delete this if you ever don't want this. You can just click on delete and you can go here, click on delete as well. And if you want to add up here, then you can straight away like there's a floating, you can just drag and drop. And let's say you click on this now. There are different kinds of elements that you can see here. Okay, let's say I'm adding four parts here. Okay, the first one element I can add is the headline. Okay, can you see that? So let's make it slightly white. So because it's dark color, so you'll be able to see better. Okay, so there's responsive text here, first thing. Second, you can add a subheadline. Third, you can add a paragraph. You see that? And it auto aligns itself. And then fourth one, you probably can add a paragraph down, right? So elements are done. Next, you can go towards call to action. So you can probably include a button. Okay, if you click on a button, you'll see that button is here. And the best part is you can just go customize the button as well. You want to make it big, you can do that. You can just change the text here, click here. Okay, so you see that. And you can change the color of the button pretty easily. So if you want to like make it black or you want to like make it gradient, you can click on gradient. You see that? So you can do multiple things around with that. Okay, that's one part of that. So what we covered right now in the elements part is we covered the text, we covered the call to action one part. So right now let's go into the row part. Again, take up another four columns. Okay, I'll add the four columns here and click on element. And let's go to the next one. In the call to action, you have custom code. Now, what is custom code? Now, custom code is where you can just directly drag and drop here. Okay, and you can insert any code. Now, what is code? Now, let's say that you have a form builder, you have a calendar. you can straight away go to the form, and just in case you want to add up the form there, you can copy embed code here, you can paste this form here, you can click on save. And what happens eventually, you can see here, this becomes a form to register. On a lot of landing pages, you would have seen this, right? Like you have an image and you want to probably like have a form here, right? This is how you can do it. So you can straight away like copy that, you double click on this, you get a code here, and you can also change this if you are slightly technical. You probably can make this difference also. You can make this maybe 70%. And if you want to make this like, let's say 500, okay, you can go click on save. So it kind of changes the size as well. Okay, it's pretty much simple, straightforward if you look at. So if you want to keep it 100%, you can do that as well, just like how it was. Okay, and then you can make this as 600. It will go back to what it was. See that? Okay, that's how simple it is. You can do it. Okay, and this is the call to action, so you can embed anything. So you can even like come here and embed, along with this you can also like embed like your calendar and other stuff also. So button, you're already aware of this. You can also put in your maps here, so Google Maps. So once it's available, you can straight away go here, you can start using the maps if you wish to. And then is the countdown timer navigation bar. Okay, these are some of the amazing elements. So let's say I'm creating a website, right? I want a header here. So what you can do is you can go to navigation bar, you can put this on the top. Can you see that? So you can directly go here, and this looks like a website. The moment you go to preview, this already looks like a website. That's the best part about it, right? So the moment you have this ready, you can click on publish. Okay, and the moment it's published, you can go to the next thing. You can check out your other text and all the stuff, whatever is available here. Okay, and once it's completed here, you can straight away also change the color of this. If you don't like this color, you can change the color of that, and you can complete that as well. Okay, and usually it should be the same color. And along with this, if you go into the elements, you also have in the call to action the countdown timer. Let's say you want to like put a urgency, so you can straight away go here and add this timer here. You see that? I think ideally looks good on the top, right? So let's shift the position of this. I drag this, I put it on the top. You see, first 500 people. If I want to edit this, I can straight away go here. I can say first 100 people. This I'll not be able to edit much, because when you go down, you'll be able to like set up the timer for this, and you can enable action, and then you can probably like set up the timers and other things also here if you look at. Okay, so let's go to the whole section here, and you'll see this enable action. Now you can enter like 5 days, you can say 5 hours, you can say 43 minutes and 23 seconds. Okay, the moment you've added, it shows the time here. So it's completely like customizable. You need to select the whole bar here and start using it. And even if you want to like change the color of this, you want to make it gradient, and you want to make the text into white color, you can click on this, you can do it. Okay, so I would highly recommend that when you're getting started, make sure that you go and explore everything. Okay, like check out every button of that. I mean, be that curious person to see like what are the different options, what you can build. I mean, I'm super excited whenever I build this. I want to like experiment everything that's available here. Okay, and the best thing is even these are like mobile optimized if you see. Okay, super awesome, right? So even your menu bar and all the other stuff that you're building here, it's completely like mobile optimized. So you don't have to worry if this is working, not working. So you can literally like create a website, you can create a landing page, which is amazing, and all of this stuff can be added here. Okay, and then you have the media. So media is pretty straightforward. So I have image and video, so you can drag and drop the image here, double click, add an image, which I've already shown you. So now I can go probably add multiple 3 more rows. Okay, so that I can show you some more elements here. So click on elements, and I can probably use a video. Okay, in the video, I can straight away go here onto the right, and I can choose a source here. I can choose like YouTube. Probably I can click on YouTube. I can add any link of the video ID here. So in case you're kind of using YouTube, let me show that. So click on the share button, copy this, you straight away come to your ID, you paste this. And the best thing is, when you paste this, automatically we take the ID, so you don't have to worry on that. So you can also check out some of the options like autoplay. So autoplay is there. If you turn it off, it turns off. You can also make it loop. So once people have done, you want to turn off the controls, you can turn off that. You can relate it. So you can do that. You can see modest. So multiple settings have been like set up here. So if you just publish this, you hit on the preview button, There won't be any link that you can watch here if you look at as such. But when you go into the funnels, you definitely have one option that you can check. Let's go here to home, click on preview. So this will give you a URL which you can go and check out. Can you see that? So ideally, this preview is not the perfect one. So this will be more better. Okay, if you look at, so go into the funnel builder, click on this preview. The button might be here and there, but that's how it looks. Okay, so you can kind of like have this whole thing ready up and running. Okay, awesome. So hope this is clear. And after elements, so you can go into the partitions. So what are partitions? Okay, if you look at this page here, let's say that I want to have a partition between these two. So I can drag in my divider and I go here, and what I will do here is I will add a partition. I publish this page, go ahead on refresh. Can you see that there's a partition that's divided this? So this gives you better view if you're building a website, especially there. Okay, and along with that, we have some social icons here, something better coming in, and you can also use multiple icons. Okay, if you're using a text here, you want to probably use, you can have thousands of text here. You can go choose anything you want to put an arrow in maybe in the button or anywhere. You can straight away click this button. You can go here, put it there. See that? So click here. So that kind of gives you that button icons also if you want to use them. Okay, so hope this is clear. So this is how the editor works on the left hand side. Okay, now let's get into the right hand side. Now the right hand side is completely subjective. The reason is because left side is kind of the three elements only. Pre-built, I'll come probably a little after this. Right now in this three steps, whatever you can see, I've covered almost everything, and the right hand setting is completely dependent on what you're doing. For example, let's say I click on this text, you will get all the relevant options on the right hand side. For instance, there's background color and gradient. So if I want to change the whole text background, I can do that also. I click on gradient and I want to change the color. What I will do is I will select this dot here. You see that? I could go here and select any color. Let's say I want this color. I go here and I choose, let's say, green color, and then I probably go to the third one and I choose like a red color. You see the gradient? Okay, so I can even like go and make it a little lighter here if I wish to. So make it more lighter if I want to, or maybe like I can reduce the black element there, and I can also change the kind of how it looks like, and I can also like implement angle. So if I want to like have it in the 5-degree angle, I want to have it in the 10-degree angle, I want to do it in 120-degree. You see that it kind of gives the entire response here itself. That's the first part you can do. There's multiple things you can select any color straight away, like click on that, it picks the color. That's the color picker. There's a palette here. You can check out multiple options. Also you can add your HX code or RGBA colors. Then you can uh, do multiple things in the colors. Second is the text color. So let's say I want to change the color of this. I can straight away go here. I can choose any bold text. Okay, so I want to make this like probably orange. I can choose that color. And second, I can also make the opacity. If I don't want it to be very bright, I can straight away like make it as uh, this part. Okay, so let's cancel this. Yeah, let's click on this, and I can also like do the opacity part here. Next is even the alignment. So let's say I have a text here. I'll take out this text. Okay, so you see that it's left align, middle, right, and justify. So you can kind of like get that also done. And you also have the text effect here. So you can say line through if you don't want, you want to strike off something. Okay, so let's say you want to say like sub headline, you want to strike off, you can just go here and just say like strike off this whole text. Okay, so you can select one part of that and you can do that, or you can just underline it, which is also there just by selecting this. You see here, this underline option here, you can strike off is also there. So even if you want to like select only one part of that, you don't have to use it there. You can straight away use it here, and it strikes off only that part. And now when you come to the other part is the margin. Now let's say that I have this whole thing that's available here. Okay, now let's select this particular video section. Now in the bottom I don't have a margin, so what I can do is I can click on bottom and I can increase that margin if I wish to. You see that? So I can increase the margin so that I can scroll a little bit. And even if I want to, even if I wish to like have some space here from the top. Okay, let's do it in the mobile version. So let's say I go here. Okay, let's hit a refresh. Just give me a second. So let's click on publish. Okay, and we can hit on refresh. So if you're editing the mobile version, you can go here to mobile and straight away you'll be able to check out here. Let's say that you want to give more space here. You can click on the margin. You can reduce the margin if you want to, take it on the top or give it on the bottom. And you can also click on auto. So it kind of justifies that whole thing. And you can do the same thing for button also. And this is like completely flexible. So you can click on this as well. So that's about the text part, and hope that's clear. And effect spacing, so you're pretty much clear on the spacing, so you can reduce spacing and do all of that stuff. If you want to like adjust the line height, you can do this. Okay, and then you want to like go back here and give the font size. It's pretty simple. You can do anything with the font size. You can select the weightage. You can make it very thin, you can make it extra light, you can make it like ultra bold. You see that? It's like completely customizable. Okay, that's the power of this. And you can choose any fonts here, some amazing fonts, continuously updating here. You can see if at all you want to use something different, you can go here. One of the fonts that I use is Caveat. Okay, I like how it looks like, so probably I can increase the size of it just to show how it is. Okay, always looks good when you have like one line like this. Okay, one or two lines looks really really good. And again, you can make this left align, center align, or anything like that. Okay, and then you can go into a margin, which I've already told you about. Padding is done. Now this desktop visibility and mobile visibility. Now when you go to the desktop or mobile, it doesn't really like affect. So if you do any changes here of the sizes or anything, so coming to the mobile, unless it's a text, it does make changes. But if it's any other design you change, it does not change the desktop, which is a really really good feature. Okay, now let's say I want to make this like give a lot of padding here. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to increase the padding. You see that? I'm going to make this 40, and let's say I make this also 40. Now I've changed it here, but when you go into desktop, you see it's still the same. Okay, it doesn't really affect. So it kind of optimizes automatically. Okay, which is really good. So you can go to mobile version, you can do it however you want, and you can go into the desktop version, you can do it how you require it. Okay, and along with that, let's jump into the next one. So you can also decide what to show in the website and what not to show in the mobile version. So let's say that I don't want to show this whole element of the map in the mobile version. So what I will do here is I will say mobile visibility, hide it. So it's showing in the web. The moment I click on mobile, you look at that, it's disappeared. Okay, and let's say I don't want to see this video in the desktop. So all I'll do here is I'll go here, desktop visibility, hide. So it shows in mobile. The moment I open it, it doesn't show, right? So it kind of disappears. So if you want to show it again, go back, select this video, and then you can say show. Go back to this, it shows up. Similarly, even if you are doing the map part here, click on this and just say show, and you'll be able to see the map here. Okay, that's what is the mobile visibility and the desktop visibility. So the UI could be changing because we are working on making these buttons and all better. So right now we're focusing on functionality at this point of time, but when you're actually using it, the buttons could be different, but the logic is the same. So logic is not going to change. Only the button designs and probably like how it looks like could be slightly different by the time you're using. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to like figure out the whole process. And if you look at the form here, you'll get some multiple options. You click on video, you go to the settings, you again have upload the video. You can select any thumbnail, different thumbnail here. You can do multiple options here as well. So the moment you're clicking on any one of this, your settings will change. You see that there's nothing in iframe. But if I click on image here, so you'll get multiple things here. Okay, desktop visibility, then corner radius and all that. So even if for button I want to change it, I can straight away go here, and probably I say I want to go to advanced, and I can adjust anything. Like I want to add a border to it, I want to make it like dotted. Okay, just to give that feel, and I can make that maybe a little darker color, not white. Okay, yeah, this is better. And then I can also change the radius of it. I can say 20 pixel. I go here 20 pixel. I go to the bottom, I choose another 20 pixel, I choose another 20 pixel. Okay, once I've done with this, I can straight away go click on publish, and I can go back to my preview link here, hit on refresh. I recommend you to have it in the side. You see that? The button looks amazing, right? So similarly, you can design multiple things when it comes to button and the settings. You can click on this, and you can do a lot more things about in the advanced section as well. So you can decide the line height, line width, lot of things. See that? So all this is possible. You just need to like play around a little bit with that, check out every option, open a canvas, and check out every step, the general, the advanced, what are the features, and also keep a note of what are the new things that keeps coming in. Okay, that's about how you can use the canvas, and how you can really set up every part of this, okay, in the entire process of the landing page builder. Now let's move to the most interesting parts. I'm going to publish this, and I'm going to go to the pre-build section. So I'm going to cancel this right now. Going to go here. I'm going to call this as pre-build. Okay. Now coming to pre-built, I'm just trying to keep the entire training in the single video so that you don't have to go around here and there. Okay, so click on the plus icon, and the best thing what we've done is we've built a lot of stuff that you can start using from day one. So when you click on hero, about us, team, a lot of options are here. If you're wondering what this is, just click on hero, and you'll find out multiple designs that you can use. Now when you click on this, can you see this? It's like a landing page that's already ready to use. Super awesome, right? Like similarly, even if you delete this right now, you go with a different design. Let's say you choose this design, click on preview. It kind of gives you most of the pre-built elements. It's not like the smaller ones, but it's like the sections, like the entire header. Now look at that. Your entire header part of your whole landing page is ready. Isn't that awesome? So we're trying to save you a lot of time by using this, and you should be able to kind of implement that. Okay, next step, what you can do is there's multiple things also about us. So you can just click on the border, make sure that you don't click in anywhere between and do it. So coming to this, you can click on this part. You can see there's a second, how it looks like. Then you can go to teams. We have some pre-built sections, you can click on them, so you can directly get those teams as well. So but you need to make sure that you click on the border here, not click on here. Okay, so that you get the right colors also, that's available there. So let's use this to the border. Just give me a second. Okay, so when you're importing using elements, just make sure that you do that, so the colors in the background also are matching. Okay, you can go to the corner one, click on this part. Okay, and then what you can do here is you can go into testimonials. You can see multiple designs are there, you can click on them. It's ready to use, some wonderfully designed templates and themes. You can go to pricing plans. If you want to place your pricing, it's ready to use. Now look at this. If you go into the preview section here, okay, you must already have all these parts set up. Okay, that's how powerful it is when you're building a landing page or a website. So you have products here, then you have list here, then you have FAQs, then you have call to actions, then you have footer is super amazing, because if you look at this completes like a website. Do you see that? Now when I go to the bottom here, it has a full-fledged landing page with a footer, and when you look at the mobile, it's completely optimized. Okay, and when using a mobile version, you'll be able to see that. Just look at this. Everything is aligned, everything is perfect. So you don't have to really go and do any much adjustment. But if you really want to optimize a little bit, you can do that. And there's some other options also here, which you can check out on my screen. So link pages and all that stuff, guarantees, awards. So this is how the pre-built section is. It's pretty simple to edit. Same way, click on this, go change anything you want, check out that. But just keep a note that you'll not be able to change too much when it comes to the pre-built templates. Okay, because we would have given a lesser options for you to edit, because some might be custom coded, and we would have taken the effort to actually build it from scratch. Okay, that could be one of the reasons that you might not be able to completely edit it. As long as you know how to edit and do a little bit of coding stuff or anything, you can even alter the entire landing page templates as well. Okay, hope this is clear, and do not forget to explore the template library. When you click on this, you'll be able to get a complete landing page like the way I did on the first one. I can straight away go to this, and I'll also show you the preview, which is super awesome. So just look at how it is. Okay, it really takes a lot of time, effort, and money to get something built like this, right? But you already have ready to use, and not only you, even your sub accounts have it. So they can straight away go here, you can edit this text, you can say okay, this is going to be a training. You see that some of them have been custom coded here. If you see that the text color and other stuff, you might not be able to change it straight away, but in the future when you're using it, there could be a possibility. One good thing I can add here is about the pre-built, and I could straight away go here into elements, and I think call to action countdown timer will suit really well here. I'm just going to add one. You see that? Looks awesome, right? If I want to change this color, I can straight away go here. I can make it gradient. I can select the color. I can make it this color if I wish to, or I make it solid color. I can make it red, or if I wish to like make it green, I can just go with green as well. You see that? I could just go to the text here, make this color as black to highlight this. And in this button as well, I could probably make this slightly bigger. Okay, and I can change the text here and I can check out my mobile version. Still works, right? So I can straight away go here, click on this, make a gradient, or change it to green. I could go here and probably I check on this. I go to green, I check on this, and I also make this as like kind of black. Okay, so if I'm using like a darker color, see that? And I could change this text into white color so that it highlights here and keep them here. Okay, have that entire metallic color here. You see that? So I changed that in the mobile version, but you can do the same in the desktop version as well. Okay, so a lot of possibilities are there. So there's no restriction as such. So you can do a lot more things in the templates as well. As I mentioned, if it's slightly technical, you can do more changes. Otherwise, stick to it. I don't recommend you to change any of the alignments. Don't change the image and try to bring something else here, because as much as possible, we've kind of aligned it completely here so that you can use it and do that. That's the whole purpose of template, right? Why would you want a template? You need a template because it should be pre-built. So you click on publish. If you don't publish it, it doesn't make the changes. So click on publish, and once the publish is done, you can hit on refresh. Okay, and you'll see all the changes that's there, see on the top. And along with that, you can straight away like do this. And coming to the navigation bar also, I just want to cover one important part. So that's very important for you to go through this entire video multiple times. Okay, I'm not breaking up this video. The only reason is you might just lose the flow of learning as well. So I'm keeping it all together so that you don't miss out. Let's say I want to convert this into a website. So what I will do here is I'll click on call to action. I'll do navigation bar. I'll bring this navigation bar here. You see that? So now if I want to change this color, I can go select this and probably change the background color to gradient. And again, do the same stuff. So I can make it like probably green. I can select second one, make it something like green here. And third one, I can make that as well, like green. Okay, and I want to change the logo, so I can do that. I can just use this logo. So rather probably like just shift it here. Okay, and I can delete this. You see the logo is like fitting here properly. So I can have this. I can go change this element color if I want to. I can make it this color, sorry. I can make it like white, okay, or maybe yellow. So if you wish to, so I can make this as well as yellow. I make the pricing yellow and then the contact us yellow. Okay, so once this is completed here, you can see the changes have been done. So let's say I want to like publish this. Okay, and I go and have a look at the template. So let's refresh this. Let's give it a little time to publish. Yeah, now it's ready. So if I click on home, who we are, and all this is not working. Now, how do you make this work? What you can do here is you can click on who we are, and let's say that you want to use some part of this whole thing. Okay, so let's pick up this part. Okay, so you want to like probably like show after day 5 who we are. Okay, so let's take this element. Now what I'm doing here is I'm selecting the entire block. Can you see that? And when I go to the bottom, I have something called as ID. So I'm just going to go here. You see that? I'm just going to copy this ID here. Going to go on the top. I'm going to click on who we are. I'm going to go to the bottom and I'm going to keep the hash. Okay, do not delete the hash. Just make a note of that. You do this, it won't work. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to keep the hash as it is and you need to paste the ID. You click on publish. And once you publish this, you can go into the domain here and now look at this. Let's say you're building a single page website and you want to take them when you click on this, not to a different page, but you want to scroll down. We've already done that. So we've technically what we did was we clicked on this and we added website URL. That means where to take when they click on that. So now when you click on this, look at what happens. You see that? It takes you exactly to that particular section. Super awesome, right? So if you're building a single page website, you can straight away do that. So if you're doing pricing, so what I would suggest is click on the pricing, the same part, scroll down. You want to show, let's say, this part. This is your pricing. So I'm going to select this whole section here. I'm going to go to the bottom, copy this ID, and I come back to the top. I select the pricing here. I go back to the ID in the bottom here in the website. I keep the hash, make sure that you remember that, and I click on publish. Okay, now if I go here, I click on pricing, nothing is happening. But when I refresh this, now the publish has happened. The moment I click on pricing, just see what happens. It's going to take you directly to the pricing part. Okay, hope this is like super awesome, super amazing for you, because I'm pretty excited. I just love uh, making things simpler, making things easier for you to build what you need. Okay, and if you've completely watched this till now, then I want to really appreciate you. I know the commitment level of what you have towards learning, so that you can really help your sub accounts on how to use it and how to manage all of this. And once you create, you can straight away go select this or select two, three, and you can also move them to a folder. You can add this to probably like, let's say, sales webinar. You just move this directly into the folders. You'll be able to like manage them much easier. You see here, it's all here, and you can do multiple things here. There's clone option. You can even go inside here, and you can do multiple clone settings also. So let's say you want the registered thing, you want to do a duplicate button, you just click on clone, and you see that clone of registers has come here. So you can also reorder this here, and you can click on edit button. And if you want to make a version 2, version 3, you can always do that. You can have a backup, so this kind of gives you more control. So because you don't want to mess up the original one, right? Let's say this is the original one and you want to do something, so make sure that you clone the page and then you can start using this. Okay, so I'm super pumped up for you to go and use the funnels, and make sure that you click on every button here. Make sure that you know how to integrate domains. It's all pretty simple, straightforward, and watch this multiple times, and make sure that you train your sub accounts and any users, your team members, your staff. Give this video to them. They can go sit and watch how to use this. This is definitely going to make a whole lot of difference that you can think of. Okay, so having said that, I'm super excited to go forward and explore and build some amazing funnels, and also leave the comments with some links so that we can all appreciate that and look into that. So awesome! Go ahead right now and be that amazing funnel builder.